Hey guys, so this video is going to be talking about your transition from your last 8 edges to F2L, and I will really stress on the importance of how smooth this needs to be, because this is the stage where a lot of people believe like they're done with Yauduction and now it's just a 3x3, but I strongly encourage you not to see it that way. Change your mindset about this and don't think of 4x4 as Yauduction and then 3x3 stage. See it as one whole solve. A 4x4 solve is one whole solve, not reducing to a 3x3 and then solving the 3x3 part. Don't see it as a barrier, okay? Yaudux is not a barrier. Consider your last layer as a slight barrier, because only your last layer has parity and you've got some pains to endure with resolving parity and so and so. So yeah, let me just set up to the ending of last 8 edges. So here I'm just finishing up my last 8 edges, and you should know that, I mean, it's quite obvious that whatever edges you're pairing last, they're going to end up here. So I notice that my red blue edge is going to end up here and my blue orange edge is going to end up here. And I also notice that I have this white blue orange piece. So as soon as I insert this, that white blue orange comes out and it comes out here. So I can just directly go into this. I strongly recommend you look at it this way and don't look at it as, okay, my F2L is done and now I need to go into the next step. That is really not the way to go about it. Always know that when you're solving your last edge of L8E or last two edges, whatever, you should be looking for where they are going to land themselves, as well as where your cross edges are going to be with respect to the cube. So yeah, that's one part of it. So the next part is about parity, last layer in general. So say I have this, okay, I was solving it and I happen to come here. So say I have this and I insert this with RU prime R prime, and that just means that this edge is going to go up here. U prime R prime will just do nothing. So I'll know that I'll have two edges that are oriented right in the top layer and two that are not, which means I don't have parity. So that's one way to predict your OLL parity. Say I'm solving here and well, I'm here. Now whether I'm back or front, let's just say I'm in the front for simplicity's sake, and I'm finishing up this last pair. Now I know that no matter how I finish up this last pair, this edge is going to end up oriented in the top layer, right? And we already have two that are already oriented, which cannot be broken unless I do F moves or B moves. So that just means that I have 2 plus 1, 3 edges that are oriented in the top layer, which is not possible on a 3x3, which means I'll have parity. So it's cases like these where you need to explore and find out whether you're going to get parity or not. And yeah, I happen to get parity. So you just execute the parity alg. And there are some cases where you can set up the parity alg, like some OLL cases that are small setups to parity algs, and you reverse the setups and it solves OLL. So yeah, those you can find online. I won't be boring you with those. And yeah, on to PLL parity. Oh yeah, so as I'm going to PLL, I'm finishing up F2L here, and here's one thing about 4x4, dot cases are not fun, dot case OLLs are not fun, so you want to orient as many edges as possible. So as I'm inserting this, I'd rather do a sledgehammer than have nothing oriented on top, so I'd rather do a sledgehammer, and yeah, just solve OLL, and wow. Well, I didn't expect that, but so yeah, I have some advice about how to go with 4x4 PLL parity depending on your finger tricks. So I will be adding a note for that video. It should be up here, so just check out that video. It is super helpful and I know a lot of people that have benefited from it, and I made that video a long time ago, but yeah, do check it out, and it really helps you with tackling PLL parity a lot better. So it'll help you find your algorithm for PLL parity and just stick to it. And yeah, the takeaways from this video are: don't consider the ending of Yauduction as your barrier. Your barrier should be, if any, should be last layer. And yeah, be ready for parity every time. And I think this is all that I needed to cover for improvement at 4x4. The only prerequisite for this was to know how to solve a 4x4. And there's a lot of Yau tutorials, maybe I'll link one of those too. And yeah, my next video will be about time barriers, which is getting sub 1, sub 50 and sub 40. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.